How's it? Bourne here, professional beach volleyball player, multiple time AVP and FIVB champ. Today we're here to break down some game footage. I often just watch film on my own when I'm just studying the game, so I figure why not bring you guys in on it with me this time. Let's dig in. Alrighty. What's up everybody? Bourne here, and it is officially off season, so you know what that means. We had a long season, we had a lot of matches that I have to learn from, so I'm here watching some game footage and I want to bring you guys along with me. So let's watch some game footage. As you know, this year became an Olympian, so I figure why not start off this off-season video breakdown with an Olympic match. This is my first match that I played in the Olympics, and it is against Italy. Mr. SkyBall, Adrian Carambula, and his partner Enrico Rossi. I've been wanting to watch this, so this is going to be a treat, because going into this match I was kind of nervous, like, all right, I'm playing defense for the first time ever, full time, and I got to play against the most crafty player in the history of the sport, potentially. Adrian, lefty, he looks this way, hits that way, he sets over the net, he runs quicks, he's running all over the place. So it was a nerve-wracking match to start, but I want to see what it looks like on tape. I haven't watched any Olympic footage yet. So let's see what's happening here. That's warm-ups. First serve. Wow. I didn't realize I got an ace on the second point. That's kind of crazy. I remember being back to serve on these points, and the first serve was so nerve-wracking, just being like, I can't believe I'm in the Olympics right now. Ooh. Nice block by Jake. Yeah, there's that trickery by Adrian. Let's watch that one again. We had a game plan. We knew he was going to do stuff like this. And I think Adrian wanted to get me thinking, since I was an inexperienced defender. He goes this way, and I had the choice of leaving or staying. I think I left too early, right? Because right here you can see him kind of, he doesn't contact it at its highest point. He's kind of hanging and looking at me. So he sees this move I'm doing, and that's an easy money for him. But I would have given him a lot of court. If he saw me stay, he would have had that lefty chop cut. So you pick your poison with this guy. And now I'm staring down. I'm in the Olympics and I'm staring down SkyBalls for my first serve receive in the Olympics. So it was kind of a trip. It's kind of nerve-wracking when the ball's up there. There we go. It feels good to get that side out under your belt. There we go. Watch that back again. Yeah, so, I mean, I like this by me. Look at Jake, he's waiting just for that high line, gave him a lot of room. Adrian, I think, saw the seam, like that's a really good swing. He just hit the tape, and then, but I gotta give myself credit just for being balanced and able to move back. And then that, not the cleanest transition, but we got it done. There we go. That was them being out of sorts, and us just being balanced. When the other team's out of sorts, as Mike Dodd tells me, antennas up. Just you're extra aware and focused, but you're not doing much. You're taking the meat of the court and making them do something spectacular to get the point. So really nothing complicated here, but that's sometimes the best way to play. Same thing here. This is the same play. I think I'm moving maybe a little early here, like, no. I think he just kind of guessed. It's a fine play. I think I just wanted to take my space. Ooh. I don't know how they missed that. It looked like the blocker should have blocked it and the defender should have got it. 7-2, by the way. It was a really good start for us. Ooh, 8-2. Got them up in the middle twice. I was actually wondering, you know, it was my first Olympics too, but I was wondering if Enrico might be a little nervy playing in that match. So I figured, you know, serve him up the middle and make him kind of decide whether he or Adrian's going to take it. Adrian's kind of the veteran in this situation, so he might be a little bit more aggressive. So if I serve close enough to Adrian to make him want to help, but far enough to where it's actually Enrico's ball, I thought it might make it difficult for him, and it did in the beginning of the match. Oh. I'm going to run that one back. So look at our defense right here. It's almost like an I formation, which is, it's hard for a hitter to work out of this. And then last second, I squeak out this way, he dives that way. Honestly, that's a good play by us, but I need to be playing those balls overhand. It's been a hard habit for me where I'm putting my hands together and going like this rather than just going straight here. But it was a good hit on the back line as well. I think a nice overhand dig would have been perfect because our positioning was really nice. Another SkyBall. That is so nerve-wracking. SkyBalls are tough. You never want to just, like, for me, a SkyBall goes up, okay, I track it, I see where it is, but I don't want to, like, put my platform out too early or stare at it too long. So you kind of like, okay, it's going here, and then I kind of like bring my vision off of it because it almost like is mesmerizing. It goes up and I'm kind of, okay, I know it's going over here. So I move my way over here, bring my vision down a little bit away from the ball. And then as it gets closer, then it's like, okay, where are we at? And then boom, pass it. And you just want to get it, obviously perfect would be great, up and down right in front of you. But just, if it's a really good pass, high in the middle of the court is fine. Or if it's a really good serve. You got to know when to cut your losses and just get it up somewhere and not try to be perfect, because it can be demoralizing. Woo! That was a nice cut shot, drop shot, if I don't say so myself. Let's watch it back. So notice here, did a nice job of getting outside, getting a nice line of approach, and basically getting stopped for a split second. I saw him inside, and I know that I saw the defender moving as well, but I just bet that I could drop it low enough so the defender couldn't get there. And that thing came off my hand real nice. Defenders usually playing like the line cut hit or hit, not like the drop shot. But if you drop it short enough, it's really hard to get to. Because if they start playing that short ball, then you can blow them up high. 9-4. run this point back. Jake serving. Enrico hits on 2, and I'm kind of just in the middle of the court, getting stopped enough. I think that's a win for us, getting that ball back over, considering he hit on 2. And then, yeah, this is the trickery that, I mean, it's so hard to block and defend this. You know, he had no block up. He set it 50-50, so Enrico just had to slap it down. It is what it is. You got to let those plays go. Actually, you know, something that Jake and I talked about before the match was like, they're going to make these crazy plays. Let's just not let it take away from our momentum or our mental game, because it can get frustrating. But let's just be like, oh, yeah, we already accepted these are going to happen. So when they came up, it was like, okay, whatever, next. That helped us mentally, I think. There we go. So they're obviously coming at me. First Olympics, I was on call. I don't think they've had necessarily great success against Jake. He plays a good high game, and on a small blocker like Rossi, I don't think they've had much success on him in the past. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that's why they're serving me. And then, you know, so I started the match well, siding out well, a few line cuts down Rossi's line, which opens the court up nicely for me, because then it makes him slide over to that line. Serve that ball out. Another SkyBall. This one's to Jake. There's that high swing Jake does. And that's just an error by them. Plain and simple. Oof. I'm gonna watch that back. This one, so like I'm kind of, I didn't move. I wonder if we're doubling up. I'm not sure what the call was, because Jake dove. I definitely wasn't taking off, so I think Jake just took a chance there maybe. But Adrian kind of hung again and just looked at me, and I think that was probably his strategy going into it. Oh, there's my block. You kind of always have to be on your toes with Adrian. Be ready on every contact. Anytime he touches the ball, he might come over, or he might do a shoot set. So it's just like a different rhythm playing against him. Not to mention the SkyBall. Jake up top through the middle. We had talked about that play a lot specifically before, because Rossi will come all the way across the court, like, and run a quick here. He either wants to slap down or hit cut back. That one, he kind of just, I think maybe our strategy was for me to slide into it the way I did. Maybe I showed a little too early, and he's just like, that's easy. So not a great play by us on it. Oh, those are the nastiest serves. So sometimes he'll cut the ball and just get a little piece of it, and he doesn't want it to go high because he knows everyone's kind of relaxed and waiting for it to go high. So he'll kind of just get the edge of it, and it'll actually be like a really gnarly short serve. Luckily, I was ready for it there. That was a tough one to pass. There's Rossi doing something else. Oh. I actually like this play on our part. Rossi, obviously, we're ready. He takes off, block, everyone's ready. I kind of recognize that I'm here early, so I take off, which is perfect. Like, that's the right move. I just didn't get there for some reason. close. Good shot, but I don't know. I felt like I could have got there. That's kind of my inexperience on defense. There's balls that I feel like I can get to that I just don't sometimes, and that just comes with practice. So something to work on. Not the best set. 13-11. They short serve Jake, so I'm ready all day for that. I don't know if Jake and Taylor run too much option, but I told Jake, yeah, if they short serve you, I'm ready. And we were also going for our serves here because we knew our defense, we only had 2 practices together, so we knew our defense was going to have holes in it. So we were hoping to get pressure on them with our serving, which we did early on. Another drop shot. Oh, that's frustrating as a defender. But I just had it coming off my hand really nicely. If it had popped off my hand at all and gone any more up, he for sure would have been there. But, you know, I'm a fan of, like, do a shot and do it well, even if the defender's there. So if I'm hitting a cut and he keeps playing it, I'm not going to be like, oh, he's on my cut. I'm going to start hitting high lines. Like, I'm going to keep hitting that cut until he executes on it. Even if he keeps creeping on it, even if he knows it's coming, I'm going to make him make a good play on it. And then once he does, now I'll go the other direction. But if you don't dig it, I don't care if you're there or not. And that shot felt really nice to me at that time. Here we go. I'm out of the middle. What do? I just trying to move late, not show him anything. And look at Jake delaying. Jake's going for a shot. Oof. And he hits it out. Kind of looked in to me. Guess it was out. Oh, that looked like an ace. But, I guess it was. That's a tough play. Off the block. Okay. It was kind of tough in transition. You know, we had no experience, and so we were kind of just winging it a lot of the time. And I think that play right there at 17-12 was an example of that. See, there's an example of, yeah, you're on my shot, but can you dig it? That's me just being like, I feel like this is a good swing for me, so I'm going to challenge it. And it was, I mean, that was a good swing. It was sharp, had some pace on it, so I'm happy about that. Still going to Rossi up the middle. There's that Adrian play. I don't even know how to explain that. Like, what do you do here? As a server, he just has so much awareness of what's going on the court. Like, look at this. I think he knows that I'm serving from this side of the court, so I'm obviously not going to be on the opposite side for the on-2 ball. And if Rossi runs to me, he knows that the blocker's got to come with him. So now we have 2 players on one side of the court, as you see right here. And this is just, and he's already squared up. It's just the perfect scenario to do this. And I mean, I can't say he's mastered it, but if anyone's mastered it, it's Adrian. And I mean, why would you not do that play? Now he's gone away from the SkyBall. That's what happens when you pass it well. Ooh. Oh my goodness. A net. Bummer. my chance to get a block. See what happened here. See, I think I had been coming in pretty hard to hit that angle and that drop shot, and I think I got 2 of the drop shots down on Adrian, so that just kind of forced him right here to take off maybe a split second earlier, and then I can see the block in front of me that way, and I just assumed that since the block's so far over that Adrian was going to take off. And it was actually a jumbo. Here they go, off to the races again. And I decided to stay home. Oh no! Oh, Jake net. Dang, this is actually a really great play by us. Let's watch it again, slow-mo. Enrico takes off. We already had a call. We had a predetermined call. When he does this, no matter what we're doing, I know what I'm going to do. Jake knows what he's going to do. So Jake takes the low angle hit, and I slide into the slap down line. Because he just wants to get there quick before you and go, ha! You know, like a quick little snap, because he's just trying to beat the defense. So get the ball down to the sand quickly before they can decide something. But he and I had talked about this. We knew what to do. I sealed that line. He went and dove low into that angle and got tooled. And I was right there for it, but Jake net. So I like that play though. It's cool to execute on something that we had a game plan for. Set point. Oh, I think that was a 4 we were running. Can't really tell. I'm just kind of like shifting over. I think it was actually just a 2. Probably a missed block by Jake there. Coming at me again. Not a hard serve. There we go. That easy. Set 1 goes to us. Set 2. Here we go. Set 2 of the Olympics. That first set was just like, let's get it done. Let's get the ball in the air. Get the nerves out. Second set, back to the SkyBall. Oh, wow. That's not how you want to start a set with Adrian serving. Watch how much movement Jake and I do here. This is slow-mo, but like, watch. Jake goes middle, and then I'm going middle, and then I say, KU, I'm going back, and Jake's still running all the way to the middle of the court, and now I'm back, and I'm running forward, and now I'm running back, and then I chuck the set. That's the kind of thing that gives a guy like Adrian confidence. So it was important that we got this second one, but I don't remember what happens. I passed it. Another drop shot in front of Adrian. I actually can't believe that many drop shots went down in front of him. I think that's good defense, better offense right there. I made a good move on it. I didn't get juked. That's kind of the idea with defense, at least in my philosophy, is just take your space and make the court as small as possible. Take up, between you and your partner, take up the most court that you possibly can and make them hit the outside edges of that. And I think we did that on that point. If you're moving one way, you're closing the area that you can guard the other direction, right? But if you're still, you have a pretty good area where you can guard. But if I step like this, I picture that area kind of shrinking. And if I step this way, this area shrinks. If I'm on my heels, the area in front of me shrinks in terms of what I can get. Here we go. 2-1, we're losing. I get served a tough pass, and I hit it out. 1-3. They're still just staying on me. There's me just hitting my own shot. Defense didn't really do much there. It was just me hitting what I felt good hitting. That was a 4, so he kind of hit the perfect shot for that. Ooh. Come on. Nice, Jake. Let's go back to that juke that Adrian puts on me. Set, nice step close. That sets way inside, but the block's angle, right? So I jump and I see him there. I see the block angle, so I figure, okay, they'd have to double up to get it. And of course, that's what Adrian's thinking. It was the right shot, but he baited me. And then a nice little scramble play here. Jake making it happen. And the serve. Let's go back to the serve. It's easy to see kind of why I missed here. Contact. Okay, it looks all right, but it looks like I'm leaning back a little, right? Watch how I land. Yeah, I'm fully leaning back. So I think I just tossed it too high or too much behind me, which made me kind of like have to lean back and catch it here. And that makes my arm drop. Whereas if I'm forward, I can get it up here, up top. Good swing, high off the top. I noticed Jake's sets are really consistent, you know, whether they're in the right spot or not. I mean, they are in a great spot for me, but they're consistent, and that's the big part. So I kind of know what to expect. Oh my God. Okay, this is what we like to call spazzing out. We'll run it back. It's funny, like when I saw this play, I was like, oh, perfect. Like, what a well-executed play. I take off, perfect, perfect, perfect. Like, that's a perfect play, right? Shank. Look how far out I shanked it. I legitimately have no logic behind what happened there. I do remember getting there and surprising myself. I was surprised that I was there, and I think I was just trying to hook it high, and I like used my arms, but I ended up getting there so early that it like hit off my forearm. So it was like, and I just shanked it so bad. That was actually a big point, because normally I could have been like a little embarrassed by it and been like, damn it, that was a free point and I didn't get it. But I knew this is the Olympics, like goofy things, dumb things were gonna happen. Like I had to give myself a break on stuff like that. Even before the match, I told Jake and Rich, I was like, I might do something dumb. Just let me do it once, a point or two, and I'll trust me. It'll get me into my rhythm, knowing that I can make a mistake. And that point right there, I think I got up and was like, I told you I'd do something dumb. Some good communication there. So like, look how often Adrian's on the opposite side of the court. It's really difficult, and that's why like team communication is so big. Jake knew what he was doing. He was kind of delaying, and he got the block. You wouldn't think something like this would work, right? Like a guy like Adrian, who has such good vision, Jake kind of doesn't even go with him. He stays so far over. Like the fan that Adrian can hit right here is from the middle of the court all the way to the sideline, drop shot, and like that's a lot of court for a blocker to be against the defender and just know that the block's not in their way. But when you do it at the right time, which Jake is one of the best at, it's deadly. So he probably thought, okay, Jake's so far out of the picture here, he's got to be doing something, you know? But he didn't. He just stayed his ground and took his space. And I think Adrian hit that in the net. He actually was going to hit that shot the whole time, and then he's like, Jake's there, and then hit it short. I feel like I can get to that. Great serve, by the way. I'm very happy with that. I'm stopped, but I'm not like, I don't know. I don't really like that first step. I'd rather that first step be, it's a really slow, like right now I should see it already. I like that I'm stopped, but like right there, I should already see it. So right here, I should be moving. Should be moving. Should be moving. Should be moving. The ball's off his hand, and I'm just moving now. So if I can just train myself to see it a little better, I think like a ball like that, it was great that I was stopped and balanced, but I think I can get a lot better at picking up those. Not a great hit for me in the beginning, but good rally. Oh. Standard play. Here comes another SkyBall. This one's short. Oh, that's rough. So now Enrico, here's what's like a trouble, because he passed that thing pretty far to the right. I don't know if he does that on purpose. I think sometimes he does. This one I think was just a good serve. Maybe not. He could have done that on purpose because he knows that he wants to spread the court. And then Adrian gets to decide here what he wants to do. He doesn't have that much court here like he did on the last place, so he decides to set it. Jake actually is there pretty well, but I think I was moving too much, so it was easy to see. It's tough to defend. Definitely didn't have an answer for it right there. 9-all to win our first match in the Olympics. What will we do? Jake Gibb doing what he does. Oh, and he misses it. 10-all. Let's watch that one back. It's just good instincts by him because Adrian's fully hiding here. So I don't really know what Jake's cue was. I think he just went low and quick. In case Adrian did take off, it'd be at least really hard to get. Oh, missed a lot of serves, but it was part of our game plan, so it's all right. 11-all. Another drop shot, and he didn't get it again. Oh, you could tell there's it was an interesting vibe, that match. Definitely a little bit of frustration from their side and low energy. What is that? 4 drop shots I put down? He was there on all of them too. So some people might go away from it, you know, if the player's there, but I'm not going to go away from it unless they're getting it. Let's watch this again. Me blocking, we decided to send me to the net sometimes. Running a 4. Actually well executed by both of us, I think. He challenged me anyway, but looks like I kind of forced him out. I don't think I touched it. Oh, I did touch it. They challenged it and I touched it. Damn it. 12-all. Going to Jake. Ooh. That's kind of a tough set to hit. I kind of shot it across, but I got it tight enough, and I knew that he likes the ball tight, especially against a block like Rossi, which is a small block for World Tour standards. And then, of course, you get it tight and Jake can go off the top. That's his favorite thing to do. Good middle swing by him. Good high swing. That's the thing with Jake when he's doing these high swings. The guys that want to be shifty and darting around aren't really effective because they're moving while he's hitting high and deep in the court, and his fan is just so big. You kind of have to be stopped. I mean, even if you're stopped, it's hard to dig. There we go. Our strategy worked again. If Rossi comes all the way across the court, I'll get his line shot. Jake stay on his cut hit, and it worked. He hit it right to me. If you notice, like, I'm not trying to do what Adrian's doing out there. I'm keeping it really simple. I'm knowing my role in this particular situation. Another drop shot. He blocked that one. It's a nice block. 15-all. It would have been nice to have that point to go up 16-14. But we got to battle through. It's the Olympics. Now this is for them to take the lead. I think he was delaying because I had been doing those drop shots, right? So he's like kind of jumped off the net and was delaying, and I just went quick with it. Oh, missed it. Just side out. That was our strategy. Oh, such a good serve. Pass the SkyBall, getting a good approach. Do your swing, high seam swing. It got Adrian moving. Still wanted to go for our serves. Oh, that sucks. But you can't be mad at that when both players are there. 18-all. Wow, I forgot that it came down to it in this second set. I don't know how Adrian missed that one, to be honest. See if we do the same thing. We had the same strategy every time they did that. But that one he got it down. Damn, that ball was in the air for a while. Jake dimes it. Can't really play much better defense than that, but unless you get it up, of course. 20-all, here we go for the match. Oh, he hit it out. I didn't even remember that. Dang, that was huge. That was such a big moment for me. Just first match is out of the way. We won it. I know that I can handle this situation. I'm officially an Olympian now that I've played a match, and yeah, that was cool to watch back. Yeah, I thought that was a great match. I don't think Italy played their best match. I think that was pretty clear to me. But we sided out, and we were kind of relentless, just siding out and passing well, passing and setting. So that's what was the difference maker for us. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. That was the first Olympic match of my Olympic journey. I'm going to keep doing breakdowns for all the other matches. I played 4, so stay tuned for the next Olympic match breakdown. Aloha.